How's it going, guys? We're back here, Bearsden GT6, to do the update video for Gregtech 6.05.11 and 12. And we got a couple new machines, Boxinator and Unboxinator. This would be the Boxinator, this would be the Unboxinator. And this is a crate of ashes that we made in the live stream today. And crates have been added as well. This is a recipe for the empty crate. It's an iron screw, a wood plank, a screwdriver, and a chainsaw. And if we put this in the Unboxinator, you'll see that if I forgot to turn the frickin' machine to not dump crap, you'll see I got crate and my 16 ashes back. So if you go and find a Gregtech stronghold with a bunch of crates in it, you can use this machine instead of your crowbar. And Crazy is going to show the fries in a carton in the Boxinator, and it just uses paperboard. And up there's you got to use this thing. So I forgot to turn the machine to not auto output. And so here is your fries, except for one that I'm keeping for myself. So you get a food of 7, saturation of 1.2, ketchup not included. And so do you get the paperboard scrap back?
Yeah,
It's just paper scrap.
you
Alright. So you don't get to keep the carton, you gotta reform your carton. That'll have to be shredded or mortared and then put back into a Chad dust and put into the bath with water to make it back into paper. So that's your Boxinator and Unboxinator. There was a fix for the texture of it. I still think it's a little bit off. Here's the recipe for the Boxinator and the Unboxinator. They are very similar. They're just backwards, basically. So you have 2 of whatever tier it is you're working on: circuits, wrench, compact piston, compact conveyor, and a machine haul. And it comes in the usual 5 flavors. And then the Unboxinator is just the same things in reverse. And you'll see that the energy goes in the bottom, but it also says that items come out the bottom, which is impossible. So I think they still need a little bit of work, but that's the Boxinator and the Unboxinator. Now, just to show you the recipes real quick, so they don't have a whole lot other than the uncrating and crating things, but you have a few food things that can be done. You can see all the different things you can create before the crates got here, which ended up getting here in 12 instead of 11. There was only like 12 recipes in here, but now you've got 2,642. So actually trying to find the other recipes might be a bit of a pain at the moment. I'm trying to remember what some of them were. Oh, that's going to take forever. Never mind. I know the carton. Oh, matchbooks. That's one of the big ones people will like. You can now make a matchbox with paperboard and 64 matches. So that's one people might enjoy. And let's see. We wanted to try a test run on that big boiler because there was some changes to the way it works. It now will spread the fluid across all of the outputs. So we have set it up down here in the basement, and we're going to do a test run of it. Probably not going to run it for more than a minute or so. but we have 4 of these turbines on it, going to dynamos and going to battery boxes with 1 battery in each one, because it will automatically split the power across all 4. That should mean that each one will get the right amount so none of them overcharge. We have filled it with regular water because getting this much distilled water was taking freaking forever. And because this is just a test, it shouldn't be a problem. We're running it on butane. You got your lighter on you, Crazy?
Yep.
Can you start on this one on the front? Work your way around that side. I will start here and work my way around this side.
Ready?
Go. Alright, so it takes 8 tungsten steel burning boxes to make it work. And it should be getting heat now and already calcifying. I thought this was supposed to say how much heat it was holding. Doesn't it say that on the other ones? Because if it retains too much heat, it should blow up like the other ones. So maybe he forgot to add that?
I think you need a thermometer with that.
I'm going to run over and check real quick. I swear when you right click on the regular small boilers, it just says heat. Let me run over here while that's heating up, and then I get back and we have a crater.
Yep.
I'm expecting it. Whenever Bear takes his eye off of something, it always goes boom. No calcification contains water. Hmm.
You need the monitor thing. The handheld one.
Maybe I do. Alright, so we're half up. And how are we doing on butane down here? Oh, yeah, we still got 23,000. Oh, yeah, it's 90% calcified. Holy crap. So you definitely can't run this on water. Holy shit. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Because we can't decalcify it until it's out of pressure. So there's our tests.
The calcification is still going up.
How do you get 113% calcified? Is it starting to build? Is it building calcium on the outside of the boiler?
I don't see any.
Um,
And it's not going up past that because it's calcified.
yeah, let's grab a few of these here to.
I have 8 blocks.
Okay, well, start throwing them down then. And we'll have to do another test build later or test run of it later after we get enough distilled water around. Alright, so let's break these out of here. And that was an enjoyable waste of butane. Here's the rest of your blocks back. Alright, so don't try to run this on water. It won't work. How much distilled do we actually have? 34,168. Not even close. Alright, so he changed a lot of fluid moving code in tanks and pipes, etc. Everything should work normally, but be careful with this particular update. We haven't seen any issues other than the Ninja fix where it messed up a electrolyzer, but that was Ninja fixed in 11. We did back up our world as well, and so far so good. We haven't had any problems. Let's go up here to check out the tree. Let's see. Previously placed tanks will now automatically fix their textures. So all of our tanks are now back to normal.
I have a tree planted over here.
Oh yeah, you got this one over here. All right. So we have hazelnut trees, which is this sapling here. You got an actual sapling, or just the one that's planted?
Just the one that's planted.
All right. So it's bone millet, and I'm stuck. All right. So there's your hazelnut tree, which is more like a bush. So far, we've seen what, 3 planks is all you get,
Yeah.
or 3 logs, and you get hazelnuts out of it, which can be used in Pam's stuff as nuts, and it can
Nutella.
also be juiced to give you 80% chance of ground hazelnut with 75 liters of nut oil. Be shredded to give you just the ground hazelnut, mortared for 2 small piles of it, compressed into a plant ball, or squeezed for a 70% chance of ground hazelnut, but 100 liters of nut oil. So, good way of getting your nut oil. And as Crazy said, you can now make Nutella, which I'm going to have to look it up because I don't know if I know how to make that stuff. Ah, there it is. Mixer with ground hazelnut and chocolate cream makes you Nutella. And then you put that into the canning machine and you get your German Nutella jar of stuff. Whatever it is. Never had it. This is your sapling, which he has changed to not say on his saplings that mob won't grow on them or spawn on them. Alright, logs and planks and all that goody stuff will come up here.
I gave you a log.
Okay, come up here and look at the ones that are placed. So we've added it to the array here. Oh, daggone it. Why you gotta run in front of me when I'm talking? You have your hazel slab, your hazel plank, and your hazel log. And there is one other one that was added, and Crazy Mind tweaked this in the update video today. This can only be found as loot. I got one. This was only dungeon loot, but we wanted one for the update video, so we made a Mind Tweaker script so we could use the uh, Twilight Forest Rainbow Oak to get one. And so there is your rainbow tree. It has purple wood. Yep, go ahead and chop it down. We need to cut it up. Haha, you're too slow. The hazelnut drops were increased to double the amount of drops you get. I still think it's a little slow, but that's what Greg did. It also. Hold on, I gotta go cut it, impatient butt.
You can use your chainsaw.
Hush it, impatient butt. The hazelnut tree drops sticks just like the willow and the Mayho tree. The rainbow does not. And here is the rainbow plank. And here is the rainbow slab. Impatient, impatient people. I'm telling you.
What? You could have done it in your inventory, grid with your chainsaw.
And take durability on my chainsaw. And I can do it with a machine that I only got to walk a few blocks to do.
Oh, and there was a machine that did that over here.
But it needs heated up. The one over there is already heated up.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Alright, so there's a plank. Off the torch. Let's put this up here. And now we need the logs. There's the logs. And another slab up here. So there you go. You've got a bright ass pink and you got a pale ass pink. but you got a
Now I can't display
party
the
purple.
background for my building.
Let's see. Grass bale blocks was fixed that they were not giving the proper furnace value, burn value. He accidentally nerfed the plant remains to biomass recipe while nerfing it for grass, and that was repaired, fixed. There's a creative tab for certain prefix blocks being spammed despite being empty. That was fixed. The large boiler splitting its steam evenly, which I already talked about. Let's see, the Boxinator, Unboxinator, the new tree. Hazelnuts drop rated was increased. The empty crates which were added, which empty crates can be used as planks. So there is actually a bookshelf made out of them. You can use them to make item barrels, pipes, uh, fluid barrels, anything you can use a plank for, which is kind of wasteful because it's got iron in it, but apparently he thought it was a good idea. Alright, so is there anything else you can think of that was added this week that we haven't talked about? What's that? And why in the heck are you murdering me?
Crazy. Hush it, bear.
Yes, that is something that Greg added just for Crazy and I, seeing how apparently I need to be told to hush it more often than not. Greg and Crazy thought that would be funny for Crazy to be able to murder me and tell me to hush it.
And it so is.
No, it so isn't.
It so is. At least you were closer this time.
That is true. And that is it for our update video today. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, let me know and I will do my best to answer them. If I cannot answer them, I will send them along to Greg and get you an answer as soon as possible. If you'd like to ask Greg directly, you can go to his IRC channel or his IC2 forums for Gregtech 6. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.